Smith, I know it's important for you guys to finish on a positive, and you did that today. And in a way, as I said to Murray, it must be frustrating, but it must also be good to feel that you can still do that.
Oh, definitely. It's more disappointing too. Like you put so much work into this season. Everything was going really well, and to produce a semi-final that wasn't quite up to our standards, and just 2 seconds off where we should be, and to miss the final, it's absolutely devastating. But at the same time, we sort of had to get our heads around it, and we decided to switch back to our old combination because we just know our strengths so well. And to back up after that race that we had, and some of us not feeling the best yesterday, and produce one of the fastest times we've done in those conditions in flat at 52, we're pretty sort of happy with that, and it's a good way to finish. And we still got 10th in the world, so it's nothing to be too ashamed of. But the standards that we set for ourselves to win, and then sort of not to make the final is it's very disappointing.
You're sort of you're the team captain, I suppose. How'd you go about getting the boys sort of focused again? Because as you said, they would have been down the dumps a bit yesterday. Yeah,
I think I was the worst actually. I sort of struggled with it big time because it was sort of one of my decisions to change, and I am the sort of older one and the leader of the group, and I got to sort of lead by example, and I felt like I didn't do that and sort of let the boys down. So it was really tough for me to turn it around, but it just shows what sort of mates we are, and they sort of said, don't worry about it, let's just have a good race tomorrow, and they sort of really lifted me up, and I found that really helped today. So credit to them and to the team and to Jimmy and Nate, who really stepped in and said, let's forget about that one and look at moving forward and having a good hit out today. So it's some positives to take out of this World Championships.
Mate, the thing about team leaders and captains and leaders of industry and all that is you've got to make the tough decisions. In hindsight, I mean, you're the captain. If it had come off, you would have been a genius. Yeah,
that's right. And like I learned so much from 2008, palling with Clint back in the day, and I'd say we wouldn't have won if I didn't go through that experience. So at the same time, if I can learn as much from that experience as I have from this one, we should be ready to go in 2 years' time, because as soon as we changed back, the boat just felt amazing, and you really know your own strengths and the strengths of the other guys, and today we just executed a perfect race that if we did that in the final, I guarantee we would have been right up there pushing for first. So that's so the disappointing thing, but the positive thing at the same time.
So the 4, that's the seating plan that you had in the race today, that'll be through to the Olympics now. You're pretty certain about that?
Oh, I'm pretty certain about that, definitely. I think we need to push ourselves a bit more individually and then as a team, and just keep working hard towards that, the end prize, I suppose.
Will you watch the A final, or will that be a bit hard to stomach?
Yeah, that one's going to be really hard to watch. I might look at it in a couple of days' time. I think I'm going to go home now, and it'll be too hard to watch that one. But I enjoyed watching the boys yesterday, like Kenny and Lockie. They were really inspirational to see how well they did, because we're all there training together, and we're pushing really hard, and we're trying to do the best we can. And when you see other guys almost winning races and achieving such great things, it really does lift your own performance. So hopefully we can all come back next year and everyone can do an exceptional job, qualify the boats and pick up some more medals and leading into the games.
I know this might seem funny to say, but could you take a positive out of this? Do you think that some of your closest rivals might, at their own peril, start to write you blokes off and not to concentrate so much on you, given what happened this weekend? Or do you think you've sent a message again today that you guys are the real deal?
Yeah, I think with a crew like us, a lot of them be surprised that we're not there in the final, because we've been in the medals the last 3 years. So I think when a good crew has a bad race, you don't sort of expect them to be down in the dumps, so to speak, for too long. So I think they'll expect us to rise up again and be challenging them next year. And from our point of view, that's exactly what we want to do.
Well, mate, enjoy. I hope you get a couple of months off now, a month or so anyway, and enjoy the preparation for the Olympic qualification year next year. Yeah,
definitely. It'll be good to go and see the family and the baby girl and the wife. So really looking forward to that. It's been a tough couple of months being away from them, but we're all in the same boat, and it's good to be heading home tonight.
It is a good thing though, isn't it? Like, you guys now, you've all got your own lives, and your lives are building outside of the sport. So it brings it back down to earth a little bit, that there are more important things, doesn't it? Sometimes.
Oh, definitely. When I get straight home and you see your little baby girl, she doesn't know what's going on or where you've been. She's just going to be happy to see me, and you just sort of forget about your sort of work, so to speak. So looking forward to that, I think, and just sort of take my mind off it for a couple of weeks, and then reassess and get back into it.
All right, mate. Well, good luck. Well done for bouncing back today.
Yeah, thanks for that.